Today I'm going to talk about 3 big mistakes that people looking for weight loss often make. And I'm going to talk about how to get past them and build success. We want to get over those errors, those challenges, those obstacles, and get you from here where you are to permanent success so that you can put all this work behind you. I want to get you out of the yo-yo diet cycle and into a good program that will build permanent results for you so that you can not only move past this, but you can forget about it and build success in other parts of your life. So I want to welcome everybody joining in today. I'm always glad to see people joining in. And I'm going to start in a different way today. I'm going to ask you, how did I do with my necklace today? I'm going to ask people to let me know how I did with my necklace. And if you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comments what you think of this necklace. Did I pick a good one today? I always like to pick fun ones. So we can have a little fun, and now we can get back to our serious talk. I want to talk about those 3 common errors that people make. I want to get you out of that yo-yo diet cycle, out of that hamster wheel of staying in the same experience and getting outside to your permanent results. So the first mistake that people often make is what I call picking a random program, a new diet program they hear about, and they say, oh, that sounds interesting, I'll try that. Or something they may hear on the news or on the radio, or a friend may mention it. And I call that picking a random program. And that is because if you want to build permanent weight loss, if you want to get significant results, if you want to have an easy, efficient, fast pathway and get where you want to be, your program has to be appropriate, and it has to align to your problems and align to your needs. What do I mean by that? People who hold on to weight have issues and obstacles that cause them to hold weight in their body. Most people who hold on to extra weight will say they have a slow metabolism. On top of that, some people will say they have hormonal problems, that they've had significant weight gain since pregnancy or since they've been around menopause. On top of that, some people will say they have sugar cravings or stress eating. Some people might say that they have thyroid issues or other physical issues that are addressing and adding to their obstacle in holding weight. And again, whatever your issues are, your program has to address those so that you can get over those obstacles and get to weight loss. If you do a program that doesn't get you past the reasons, the root causes that enable you or that cause you to hold extra weight, then you'll continue to hold that weight. You won't be able to let it go. Again, we all have underlying causes, and if you've been in my group here before, you know I talk about that everybody has a profile of root causes, and it's always not one cause. There are always a bunch of causes. And for many people, stress is related. Many of us live just stressful lives in these times, in these days. When your stress hormones, when your cortisol is elevated, that affects your ability to burn calories and to lose weight. It keeps people in fat storing mode. So again, whatever your profile is, a weight loss program has to address those and helps you get past those obstacles so that they no longer are root causes keeping you in extra weight. Once you take away those root causes, you no longer hold extra weight. And then you can lose weight easily, fast, efficiently, and comfortably. No suffering, no starving, no deprivation, no boot camp exercise for hours. When your body functions efficiently without the obstacles that keep people holding weight, you can move from someone who holds extra weight to someone who gets rid of that weight permanently. That is my goal for everybody in this group, and I love to help people do that. So again, hearing a random program that doesn't address stress or hormonal issues or sugar cravings or stress eating or whatever part of your profile is a concern of mine that I want to make you aware of. So that's important. Don't just sign up for any random program. What does it encompass? Second, a second error that people do that keeps them in the yo-yo diet cycle is to sign up for programs that I call our single unit programs or double unit programs. Most of the common weight loss programs out there just have to do with diet, with what you eat and what you put into your body. And that does nothing to change how you burn calories. It does nothing to change whether you have a slow metabolism or a fast metabolism. If you have a slow metabolism, you're going to continue to have an obstacle burning calories and losing weight. So just diet does not cover the things you need to do to get past the root causes. Some of the programs are exercise programs, the boot camp exercise programs, where they want you to spend hours of your life at the gym. Most people don't have that time, and even if they do temporarily, they don't have it for the rest of their lives. Again, a single unit program, or even a double unit program that talks about diet and exercise. Again, that doesn't speed up your metabolism. And there are about a dozen factors that I talk about with my clients that are potential obstacles that need to be removed. And you don't actually always have to remove all 12 of them. There's often a subset that's adequate. But again, it highlights the fact that your program can't be a single unit or just double unit, diet and exercise. There are so many factors, including hormonal, including levels of stress, including sugar cravings or stress eating. Again, a number of factors. How you handle fluid intake. Again, when I interview people and I speak with people, I will help you make a profile of what all of your obstacles are. And if you know what all of your obstacles are, then you know exactly what to look for in a weight loss program to address the specific causes that are having you hold weight. And simply when you get rid of those causes, the weight goes down. So again, I want to welcome people who are here. I am so happy that you are joining, because I know those of you who join in are serious, are committed to taking action and to getting results. And I love that, because I want people to get permanent weight loss. So the first thing we talked about, the first error that people make, is just picking a random program. Oh, this sounds like a great new program. I haven't heard of that before. And just trying it because of no specific reason at all. And we talked about how it's important that a weight loss program has to align with your needs, your root causes that are causing you to hold extra weight. Like for most people, a slow metabolism. Like for many people, being in fat storing mode as opposed to fat burning mode. For many people, there are, again, hormonal issues involved. There are sugar cravings, stress cravings. And the second common error that many people make is falling for a single component or double component weight loss plan. Just diet, just telling you what you should eat, or boot camp, exercise, or both, diet and exercise. Those are only 2 of about a dozen factors that cause people to hold weight. Again, if you have a slow metabolism, diet and exercise doesn't change your metabolism. If you are in fat storing mode, diet and exercise doesn't change your calorie burning ability. Again, these are reasons why people tend to stay in the yo-yo diet cycle. Even if you get some temporary results in the beginning, people usually plateau and realize they're not getting very far and they're not maintaining success. They're not reaching success because those programs don't remove your underlying root causes that, again, are the causes why you hold excess weight. And the third common mistake that people looking for weight loss programs make is not to look at a program and to assess whether it moves you from fat storing mode to fat burning mode. And let me explain that a little bit. We all in our bodies have a default process in our body that handles when we bring calories, when we eat. Our bodies are either in fat storing mode, where the calories that come in are stored as fat, usually, or eventually, or in fat burning mode, where the calories come in, get burned efficiently and vibrantly. Those skinny people you know who can eat anything and stay skinny, they are in fat burning mode as their default. Those with slow metabolism who tend to hold weight and hold calories, our default is fat storing mode. Again, a root cause of why people hold calories and can't burn off their weight. So I tell people you need a full scope plan, not just diet, not just boot camp exercise. You need something that helps the issues inside your body, not just food you put in, not just how you shake your body up and down. You need to really get a program that will help you address your metabolism, address your ability to burn calories, address the stress that you have in your life that's causing your stress hormones to be high. Because as I mentioned, when we have significant stress in our life and our stress hormones are elevated like cortisol and adrenaline, we stay in fat storing mode. So no matter if you do one of those starvation programs or boot camp programs, or you try to count the calories you put in your body, it doesn't change whether you're burning or storing those. You need to address that and figure out how to change from fat storing mode to fat burning mode, which is one of the most important things I do for my clients. You need to jumpstart your metabolism so that you no longer have a slow, unmoving metabolism for many people, immobile, to a fast, healthy, efficient, vibrant, burning metabolism, a hot, fast metabolism. And when you do that, when you change your status for your metabolism, you burn calories like crazy, and you don't need to go on these crazy starvation diets. So again, I don't want you to get trapped in these yo-yo diet weight loss programs that for most people keep them in that yo-yo diet cycle trap, disappointed, frustrated, wondering, why am I not succeeding? I want to help people avoid those 3 frequent mistakes: picking a random program that doesn't align with your problems, your underlying needs, picking a single unit program that just addresses diet or movement, the external factors, without addressing your profile of factors, of obstacles that keep you holding weight. Your profile is the most important thing you can do to plan for a significant weight loss program that will bring you to permanent and significant weight loss. Again, to get rid of and eliminate those underlying factors that until now hold weight for you, so that you can move and get those calories burning and your metabolism firing, so that instead of holding on to those calories, you're burning them. And third is to help you move from fat storing mode, which is most likely where most people are at when they're holding calories, to fat burning mode. So if that sounds interesting to you, and you'd like to find out what program would be ultimate for you, I'd be happy to have that conversation and help you answer that. Again, the one-size-fits-all programs don't work. We have to find what is the program that will address your needs, your profile. And that is not something for everyone. Most of the classic weight loss programs tell everybody to lose weight the same way, and that is why most people stay in the yo-yo diet cycle, because their underlying needs are not being eliminated or resolved. So I would love to help you, and I really want to urge you, think about what your underlying causes are. If you need help building your profile and figuring out what your issues are, whether they're hormonal, stress-related, there are a dozen factors that I like to talk about with people I speak to. I'd love to help you figure that out and get those underlying causes eliminated and resolved, so you can finally get your permanent weight loss that you can depend on and be thrilled and happy about, so that you can love looking in the mirror, you can love buying clothing that is fashionable and stylish and that you love how you look in. You no longer have to worry about judgment of other people, or be conscious of social issues, so that you can really enjoy life again fully without the burden of holding that extra weight. So I'd love to encourage you to move forward on this. I want you to think ahead, 3 months ahead and 6 months ahead, and think, what will you look like in the mirror when you look in the mirror? If you do nothing, or if you do the same thing you're doing, you'll probably look the same in 3 months or 6 months. But what if you addressed your profile of needs and eliminated them? And what would you look like in the mirror in 3 months and 6 months? Picture yourself at your permanent weight loss number and wearing an outfit that you would love to wear. Maybe with a belt around your waist, and think about how fabulous and exciting it will feel to feel your body at a healthy, efficient, vibrant level where you want to be. So I would love to help you build that program for yourself and to help you get permanent weight loss. I will put my calendar in the comments section later tonight. So if you'd like to speak to me, if there are appointments available, I'd be happy to set aside time and speak to you. I do encourage you to look for a spot soon, because the appointments do always fill up. And I just can't wait to help people in our group get permanent success in losing weight. And when you do that, you not only get the scale to move, but you get increased energy, better health, excitement and joy in your life, self-esteem, and the joy of wearing clothing you like, feeling healthy, and having the energy to run around with after your kids, your grandchildren, do sports you want. I just can't help but be excited about all the things that people who do lose the weight permanently tell me that they're able to do. And I can't wait to help get you there. So let's talk soon.